Hey guys, one thing that you definitely don't want to do going into fall and winter is to neglect your hive entrances. I did one year. I had a few hives in an orchard yard that works. They were super big, really strong and robust going into fall. I thought they would be fine. I left the entrance reducers and the mouse guards off. Mice came in over the winter and just annihilated them. I lost about 70% of that yard that year, and I 100% know that I could have kept that whole yard if I just had done what I was supposed to. So don't do what I did. Um, I'm going to explain your basic entrance reducer and mouse guard today, so you guys kind of know at least how they work, how to use them. This is your basic entrance reducer. One section is going to be quite a bit larger than the other. This larger section, and it sits on top of your baseboard here, right in front of your hive. Some baseboards are a little bit different style, so you can actually fit these in the space right here in between these two. But most of the time, you're not going to get a 100% perfect fit, so they'll just kind of sit in the front there. This larger section, I would definitely reduce this down for fall. It would definitely keep the wasps and certain other pests out of here a bit. It would allow them to more easily protect their space, so they don't have all of this entrance to protect. It's just this little bit. But it also doesn't let them get super congested in the fall, so they can still bring in that goldenrod honey and any late nectar flows. The smaller side here is going to be more for your winter time. It's a big enough hole that they can get their airflow through efficiently, but not too big that too many pests can fit through there. Mice, though, they will eat and kind of chew around this hole sometimes. If they can get their heads into a hole, they will get their bodies in there. So really, they just make it big enough to get themselves in there. This is more so for your other pests, and not so much for your mice. Your mice pests are going to be more solved with this. Being that it's metal, they can't chew through it. I like this style because it fits your basic 8-frame Langstroth hive, but it's got this extender piece on it, so you can extend it to fit your 10 frames. So I really like that bit. There's only one little hole there to attach it to your hive. You can use a nail or a screw. I recommend using a screw because if you use a nail on a hive that's active, you're going to be hitting it with a hammer, and that's just going to irritate them. With a screw, you can get in there real quick with a screwdriver, screw it in real fast, and get up out of the way. It sits right in the hive like this. This would be your basic, if this was an 8-frame hive, this is where it would stop. And with the extender, you can go all the way up to 10 frame, and then just nail it or screw it in there, and that would protect your hive. These larger holes here are big enough to allow bees to go in and out, and not much else, especially mice. They can get their snouts and their muzzles through it, but they can't get past their eyes in these holes, for the most part. So that's your basic entrance or mouse guard, and then your entrance reducer. So that's how those work.